This episode is brought to you by cyberbullying. In this day and age, I don't know if 2020 is just a super progressive time or if these little 8-year-old niggas are just fucking savages. We're in a period in time right now where little Tim can bully little Tommy by saying something along the lines of, "Shut the fuck up, Tommy, because I just tipped your mom on OnlyFans, so I'm the reason you even get to eat lunch today, you little bitch." Life sure has come a long way from your mama so fat. These fucking children can now bully the other kids for the desperate ass dads posting thirst traps on Tinder. Now, I don't know about y'all, but when I was growing up, you just had to pray that your friend's mom would answer the door. But now these little brats can get away with chatting up your baby mama on Match.com. And although you would be completely justified in slapping the wisdom teeth into these little Call of Duty mic warriors, today's society will have you cancel faster than Doja Cat on Twitter. What a time to be alive. Now let's start the episode.
Our sins and woes. Our sins and woes. Our sins and woes.
Welcome to episode 29 of the Acids podcast. You got it out? You good?
That show was fucking hilarious.
Welcome to episode 29 of the Acids podcast where a bunch of dumbass millennials talk about their dumbass perspectives, their dumbass opinions, their dumbass mistakes, and their dumbass complaints. I'm your host, Nelson. Thank you for joining me today. Shout out 795 Production.
Gang, we in here.
Every episode, every time. Shout out SoundCloud, because we're no longer going to be posting on there after this episode. This is our last episode on SoundCloud, so if you're not following us on any other platforms, make sure you get on that or you'll no longer be able to listen to our Send the Woes. Episode 30, we will no longer be posting on SoundCloud, so this is the very last episode. But you can catch us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, Spotify, TuneIn, FM radio. We're working on getting on some other platforms because iHeartRadio is definitely telling me to fuck off right now, but we're working on it. Oh. Or you can just catch us on YouTube. It's always the best platform to catch us on. You catch all the clips, all that shit. As far as shout outs, that's all I got. Actually, shout out to Black Renaissance Entertainment because those niggas are the hypest niggas I've ever seen in my fucking life.
Gotta be.
When they are at a show, nobody's a bigger fan of their music than them niggas. So shout out to them niggas. And also shout out to episode 30. I'm pretty sure we got some big shit cooking because, you know, it's time for another roundtable special.
Yeah.
So, also we are almost at episode 30.
Holy shit.
Who would have thought? Thought we would have been canceled after episode 2. But here we are. So that's all for shout outs I got. Ooh, wait. Nope, I can squeeze them in. So as far as shout outs, that's all I got for today.
Oh, yeah,
I can definitely squeeze them in today.
Oh, yeah.
As far as shout outs, that's all I got. Let me introduce my guest for today. Daisha. What's up, Queen? How are you?
I'm well. I'm blessed. I'm good.
You got any disclaimers you want to get out early on before we get into the smoke? Or you want to wait on your disclaimer?
I'll wait. I'll wait.
So this is my Aquarius twin / fellow Pittsburgh Steelers fan / gym buddy.
Gang.
Gang.
Okay.
Even though you've been slacking on going because you've been traveling.
Hey.
Hey, live your life, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
And here's my problem with any woman that I call a homegirl, because most of y'all only fuck with because the way y'all run niggas. Like, we can relate.
So you're saying we can relate?
Yes, because the way you run niggas.
Okay.
Not that I run niggas. I'm just saying, like, in relationships, we play games.
But you run. Oh, who played?
Shout out to my exes.
Oh, okay.
That was early. That was good.
That was real early. Well,
but yeah, like, you play games, and then I watch you play games, and we talk about the games you play, and then I'm like, yeah, like, that's cool.
Okay, this
homie,
this is my disclaimer now. This is my disclaimer. I'm in a relationship, so what he's talking about is prior to the relationship.
Can we live in that moment though? Can we?
Yeah, we're gonna live in the moment. But I just want to put my disclaimer out there. Like, I'm in a relationship now, so I'm not talking for experience right now. I'm talking about prior relationships. So yeah, go ahead, start.
Like 60 days ago.
No, yeah, right. Sorry, right. Doesn't matter. I'm in a relationship. So.
But no, it's like I'll listen to you and we'll have conversations about this nigga did this, that nigga did that, and I'll be like, this bitch did this. I'm sorry, this female did this female did that. Same energy, so never mind.
Yeah,
this doesn't really work.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. We'll be at the gym after leaving the gym. We'll sit in the parking lot and we're just talking about
these females or these niggas.
Niggas, right? Ninjas. I want to say ninjas.
Why?
I don't know. And then you actually, but the crazy part about it, you actually made me give them names.
Yeah, nicknames.
Nicknames. I was like, who does this? Like,
Yo.
You know, I was just like.
Because I'm not well about keeping up with names. So if you're going to talk to me about niggas, then I got to have another way to refer to them too. That's how me and my homeboys used to name, back when I used to live in Washington, we used to name all girls off of nicknames. Because some girls had similar names.
Okay.
Or you would look at a girl and be like, oh, that's the girl that did that one thing, and that's why she has that nickname.
That name?
Yeah. Many names. I'm pretty sure it's like 30 girls out in Washington that have nicknames.
Wow.
And I can't remember. So when somebody says their real name, I'm like, who the fuck is that?
And he said, I was running niggas? You had 30 girls?
No, I said we were running people.
Oh, okay.
That's where the relationship is, or the relations are, is the similarities between you and I. You run niggas, I run women.
Let's say used to run.
Oh yeah,
niggas.
it's both of us used to. I'm a much more mature person now. So.
Yes, me too. Very much mature. One man, woman over here.
Nobody bought that shit. Nobody bought that shit.
She didn't buy it.
I did buy it.
No, she convinced herself of it inside her head at that moment. That's what happened.
But the thing about it, you're talking about, can we live in the moment now?
Yeah.
Living in the moment as how we was living in the moment.
Yeah.
So that's why I gotta say.
But then, like, you know, it's funny because I've had a lot of homegirls that, like, we talk to about, like, how they maneuver their relationships and when they're single. And they'd be like, you know, it'd be real cute if we were together. And it's like, oh, wait, no, girl. Like, I watch you maneuver your situations. Why the fuck would I date you? I see how you handle your niggas now. Why the fuck would I ever date you?
I mean, that's like my guy. I mean, I hang out with most guys, so I feel like I learned it from them. And if they sat there, they would never date me. Like you said, they would never
be completely justified in not doing so.
They would never date me. They'd be like, well, one, they all call me ugly, whatever. Okay. But like I said, so so they all call me ugly, but it's like they would never do it. They would never do it because they see, you know.
It's not like physically you're ugly. You're just ugly on the inside.
I think I'm very nice in the inside.
Not the way you run these niggas.
It's not even that. I mean, can you really say that if you're single? If you're single and not really exclusively talking to someone, then you're not really running niggas. You're just single. Because it's the same thing. Like, guys say the same thing to females.
Yeah, but women will call us ugly for that.
Do they?
Yes.
Yes,
they do.
It's a new day and age now. It's like, okay, back then, if I was talking to you, but we're not exclusive together, and I know you talking a bunch of females, and it's be like, oh, I'd be pissed at you for doing that, right? So
now, women will get mad if they're not exclusive with you, and you're still talking to other females. So let's get some backstory on whole, like, dating versus talking shit. Because when somebody says talking to me, that means, like, y'all are not exclusive, but y'all are, like,
we're talking
progressively building.
Yeah, if we're talking, we're trying to build to something, but I'm still going to be out.
Somebody else is in your DMs.
Yeah, DMs, and I'm being in the streets, okay? I'm in the streets. Say that.
Her words, not mine.
If we're talking, then then when you move on to say, hey, we're exclusive with each other, then you're dating. Then you're not messing with.
But you're not boyfriend and girlfriend. You're not exclusive.
Yeah, that means cut your hoes off. It's just me, and that's it. And then you move on to the whole boyfriend girlfriend thing.
Yeah, talking, dating, relationship.
Yeah, but me. Prior, I didn't do all that. I thought it was just, if you're talking, that means you're exclusive, and then you jump right into a relationship. I didn't even know was there anything about dating.
Agreed.
Until I actually started living that life, and I'm like, okay, this is you. We're not even talking. We're not dating. We're not together. You're just there. We're talking. I don't even know why I want you.
And see, this is why we had to give your niggas nicknames.
Right. Right. Until, one took the trophy. And yeah. Shout out to him.
I just want you to know this podcast is timeless, but we're still trying to figure out where your relationship stands.
What do you mean by relationship?
Like, this podcast will always be around. This episode will always be here.
Yes.
We don't know if the same applies to your relationship. No, I'm kidding.
It is.
Now she talks to me on the side. She's very happy in her relationship.
Thank you. I am. Because that's the first thing I said. Guess what? You better say that. That's the first thing I sat down. Like, guess what? I'm in a relationship.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, so I'm very happy.
Yo, you're goofy. Here's the thing that I gotta be able to talk to you because you're gonna be honest about it. When women are in their single phase, and then they have those friends that they're like, those are my innocent ones. Like, if I'm trying to highlight your friends, and you be like, nah, they not the ones out here that's like in the streets. Like, why are your friends? What kind of conversation y'all have? Like, my niggas, we all know how to maneuver in the streets together. So we can have conversations about us maneuvering in the streets. What do women that maneuver in the streets? Why are women friends with women that don't maneuver the streets?
I just feel like it's more like the innocent one is living through the wild ones, because the innocent
vicariously?
ones, yeah, like the innocent ones know they probably don't have the confidence or don't know how to maneuver in the streets like their wild friends, and they don't have to even be a wild friends. It's just they're the single friends just out enjoying life.
But what input do they have on those kind of situations? That's the one that confuses me.
To be honest, there's really no input. They're just like
listening.
Oh. Yeah, it's just listening and them just like probably sitting there like, oh my gosh, like I wish I can do that. Like I wish I can like she's always calling me and she's talking about this dude did this dude did this. Like, oh, I wish, you know what I'm saying? It's not really. I feel it's, for me personally, my friends were all in relationships when I was single, so they was just living through me being single. But my friends are not innocent. Mm-hmm. So it's like what our conversation.
Oh, they still out here in the streets?
No, they're not. They're not. But it's like, okay, they're in a relationship. They can't really do what I'm doing. So they was living through what I was doing.
You see the problem with that? Now that it makes so much sense as to why, like, here's my biggest issue with like a lot of like women in relationships is they always try to find. Women will look at it. They make a cutout on cardboard, and they try to find a guy to fit inside that cutout. They're getting into relationships, and then they try to mold their guy into a perfect relationship. And it doesn't help that they're talking to their friends that are out in the streets whenever they're single, because then they trying to like they go back to their boyfriend and be like, "Well, you should be more like this," or her nigga does this, and now you're trying to mold something that was never intended to be there. Like, I'm not talking about like bad habits, like you bite your fingernails or like you sleep with 3 layers of clothes on. I'm not talking like shit like that. I'm talking like trying to change the core aspects of a dude. And it doesn't help when you are in those kind of like relationship with your friends where you're talking and now they picking up shit like, oh, that's cute. I want my dude to do that. And you knew that dude was never going to be in that kind of energy. My issue is...
I mean, 100% facts. 100% facts. Because if I'm like talking to this dude or dating this dude who sits there and does all this stuff, and I know my friend's relationship dude doesn't do that, they're going to definitely go back and be like, so why the fuck are you not doing this? Why? And then he looking at her like, where the fuck are you getting this from? Yeah. Daisha. And like, wait, first of all, ain't Daisha single? Like how the fuck? I feel like I believe it's true because when I was in a relationship, I was doing that.
I mean, but even if y'all are in relationships, you'll talk to your friends that are in other relationships and they'll be like, well...
Yeah, no, I did that.
Steve does this.
I 100% did that.
And now you're trying to fuck out while your friend trying to fuck your boyfriend.
First of all, no. No.
That was good.
But that's how it be, right?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I didn't have that experience of any of my friends trying to fuck my boyfriends or anything like that. So,
I'm just saying, there have been times in my life where I've dated girls and then their friends try to fuck me afterwards or during. I always say no because I'm a faithful human being, but...
Somebody was in your contacts? You kind of like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, okay.
But, oh fuck. But no, it's like y'all set this kind of image, and I'm not a man against like expectations. Like I have so many gripes and complaints about panty lines. They're the worst thing ever. I've called you out about it many
Oh my
times.
gosh, yes he did.
In the middle of the bar,
We at the
like,
bar. I'm just wearing regular ass panties. Like I'm not even wearing my grandma panties.
As soon as she walked off, I'm like, nigga, what
You
is
like,
that
I think I'm panty lines.
like?
I'm like, I'm just wearing what?
I mean,
Those are
but
expectations in a relationship.
I mean, honestly though, it's just it's not appealing. Like we get it, like y'all wear regular shit, it's just like.
Yo, you would get mad if I had sweatpants on and like drawers on too.
Right. Like you got.
If I had whitey tighties and sweatpants on, you'd be pissed off.
Me personally, I wouldn't be pissed off, but I see what you're saying.
So,
I see
you
what
understand the panty lines issue.
Yeah, I see what you're saying though.
But no, I understand expectations in a relationship. But when you're getting into a relationship and you realize that, you know, off week 3, you realize that this dude has things that you don't like. That's for the time for you to be like, hey, it's time for me to get out of here.
Wait, okay. I think I'm the wrong person to talk about this because I will talk to dudes and by day 2, they're sending me all these red flags. I said day 2. He said, wait, week 3. Mine's is day 2. And I'm like, nah, you know, maybe that's just
You'll make a dude exclusive for 2 days?
No.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking on an exclusive level.
Oh, on an exclusive level?
Yes. It takes me 3 weeks or 3 months to realize, like...
Oh, yeah. They're like, okay. So you're talking about, like, after...
Week 3. Yeah, it takes me 3 weeks to make
So after you guys establish that you guys are exclusive...
And then I'll start to find
Then you start finding shit out. I didn't have that problem.
Yeah, no. I'll get in relationships. That's why all my relationships are, like, an average of, like, 4 months. Because by month 4, that's when you're trying to implement shit that changes me. And I'm like, no, it's time to get out of here. This was fun.
Yeah.
Because you need to accept me for what I am at my core. I'm fucking almost 30 years old. Like, I ain't changing a lot of shit. So when you try to change core things about me, that's when I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna work.
So what do you mean, like, changing core things about you? Like, what is something...
If I'm the type of nigga, and I'm not saying I am, but if I'm the type of nigga that, like, I'm always out. Like, if I'm always out of the house, I don't like being in the house. I like to, but when I'm single... Whole thing is I'm spending time with my friends. That's a core thing. It's like I prefer to be around other people.
Okay.
So then we get in a relationship, and yeah, cool. I enjoy being around you, but
you still
if
like
I'm not around you, then I'm going to be out with my friends. And you come back and tell me, hey, you spend too much time with your friends. You need to sit down inside the house a little bit more. You're trying to change a core value of mine. Being around other people is a core value of mine.
And you're an Aquarius?
Mm-hmm. Well, I go out to judge people, but I need to be out because I can't judge people from inside the house.
Okay. I don't think that's Aquarius.
Yeah, no, judging people is.
I don't judge people.
Yes, you do.
I don't. Disclaimer.
I don't know why you just told that bold-faced ass lie just now.
I do not. No, I was talking about because I was like, you like to be around people. I don't. Like. No,
I like to go out and people watch, but I like to be in public.
Oh yeah, I like to people watch. I do. Okay, judge people.
Had that talk.
Yeah.
We'll sit at the bar and like not talk for the first 10 minutes that we're there because we're watching everything else that's going on.
You're right.
So, but I need to be out. Like even if I go out and I just sit in the corner.
Well, they do say that about Aquarius is they like to they want their freedom. So I can see that. But yeah, I mean, I can actually say that had happened to me previously though. Someone was like, "Oh, you go out too much." It's like I don't go out too much. It's just that
I'm not at home.
I like my freedom.
Yeah.
Like, do I want to be up under you all the time? Yeah, sure. But then again, I want me to be able to.
It's not even that. If it's just like you're not going to be there every time, especially at the beginning of a relationship. I'm not moving in with you day 2.
I thought at the beginning of a relationship, you have that honeymoon stage where you're just like, oh, I just want, everything.
You're ignoring all the signs because everything's so good.
Yeah, everything everything you're including them with. So you're just like, I want to go to the bar. You want to come with me? You want to come with me? And then after that, when that honeymoon stage is done, then it's slowly back. I'm about to go with my friends.
Now I'm noticing the shit I should have noticed on day 1.
Right. Like, you always go out with your friends. You're always doing this and that. It's like.
Which is hilarious because the honeymoon stage makes no sense to me. If the honeymoon stage goes on and then like later down the road you turn into like, oh, I don't like these things, I instantly think y'all never lived with each other before y'all got married. That's what I think. Because if you're noticing things that you didn't notice before the honeymoon, after the honeymoon, That shows me, like, the only thing that would change is, like, a lot of people will wait till they get married to move in with each other.
No, I couldn't do it.
So the honeymoon stage is that point where, like, everything is blissful when y'all first move in together.
Yeah.
And then the marriage stage is when you start
seeing everything.
That's why you need to live with each other before y'all get married.
Oh my gosh, I can tell you. I feel like you always should move with, I mean, if it's someone that you're really serious about, then yeah, you should move. Guys should move in together and just see how each other. Because that other person.
Very serious.
Define very serious.
Yes.
Someone you want to...
Because as soon as we hit the relationship phase and we are exclusively talking to each other, that's not very, like,
me personally,
that's not very serious.
Me personally, like you said, you're about to be 30. I'm about to be 30. I got kids. I'm not dating. I'm not going to be in a relationship with someone who I don't see a future with. I'm not doing that anymore. So it's like, with my thing, because I have kids, this person, if I find you serious, I'm bringing you around my kids. You're going to gain a relationship with my kids.
Wait. I have an issue with that. How long?
Oh, before you meet my kids?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Now, that thing is, like, really, like, it's going to be some time. It's going to be some time.
Okay. But that's when you hit the very serious stage.
That's when I hit, like, if I could see, like, well, for me right now, I'm speaking on my own relationship, like, he's already been talking to my kids, right? He's FaceTimes my kids. So it's just not, like, in the aspects of, what's so funny?
Nothing. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, like, for him, it's, like, serious. Because it's, like, if I wasn't feeling it was serious, you would never even speak to my kids.
Agreed.
You know what I'm saying? It would be like, oh, Mom, who's that? Nobody. You know what I'm saying? You won't.
Because I know she's not serious about our friendship because I haven't met her kids.
Yikes.
You guys. But, I mean, that says a lot, though. That do say a lot. If I find you serious, you meet my kids.
Yeah, whatever. Fuck you, too.
Hey, shit. Nah,
but I get it. Like, it takes time.
It does take time for people with kids. Now, if you don't have kids, then that's, you know, it's just based on. But I feel like when you're getting older,
coming around my house and leave your makeup on my walls.
What is wrong with you?
Sometimes while shit happens and the foundation gets smeared on the walls.
I know.
Well, what do you find?
I know what happened.
Makeup on a wall. Anyways, what do you
I've
find?
had some experiences.
Why would you say that?
Well,
First of all, we were talking like if you don't have kids, then you're allowed to do shit like that. But like,
first of all, if she wearing some good ass makeup, some expensive ass makeup, I'll be damn. My makeup gonna be on that damn wall. I'm just gonna say that.
Trash ass niggas get trash ass bitches.
I see. She got that dollar store makeup, cause ain't no fucking way you gonna put my $50 foundation on the damn fucking wall.
I was like, my house must be.
That is a back pocket money right there. Trash ass guys get trash ass women.
What do you find serious though in a relationship? I mean, I feel like mine for serious.
For me, because I don't have any kids, I have to meet your family. That is when things get serious for me. Yeah. If I'm meeting your family, and now if you're that type that's like you need to meet my family, like your siblings is one thing, but when you bring me around your parents, especially your father.
No, I
because like I said, shout out to the cultural appropriators that will bring a nigga around their dad.
I 100% agree though. Your parents is the one that were like, for me it's different. Father, yes, but for me it's like. My siblings, I don't even count my siblings because I don't talk to my siblings. So, like, you meet my siblings and stuff like that.
It doesn't fucking matter. Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Now, you meet my parents. Well, I won't even count my mom because my mom is one of those parents where it's like, everybody, you want to meet my mom. She's like everybody's mom, you know. Now, you meet my dad and my dad like you and he's not sitting there like, whatever. Then it's like, okay, cool. So, I feel like parents and for people who don't have kids and then people who do have kids, it's their kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's, like I said,
it's a very important factor.
You gain a relationship with them. Like, regardless, even if you don't mean to. Like,
yeah.
You're going
and it's important for me because my mom will pull you aside. Like, if you're dating me and, like, I bring you around my mom will sit here and have a conversation with you. She's that type of person. She'll be like, yeah, let's go sit in the formal living room because my parents are those people.
You got the formal living room and you got the living room with
the formal living room and the informal living room. So, but, yeah, she'll pull you into the living room and be like, let's have a conversation. And she'll sit and talk to you.
I mean, now if you asked me this, 10 years ago, I would have been like, serious relationship. I'm about to be in a serious relationship. But because I'm getting older, it's like, it's time to fucking settle down.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm dating while being in a relationship for someone I can see in the future with. I'm not just being in a relationship because I want to post fucking couple people.
But when do you realize that? Because it takes me a while to realize, like, if
I can talk to you, if I can
exclusively
communicate with
date
you, if you cannot piss me off by just certain comments, whatever, 'cause I know I get annoyed really fast. If I can talk to you, you can say something, I can blow it off so easily. Okay, cool, you got that. Other times I'm like, oh, you just said something that pissed me off, block, ghost. I don't want to do nothing with you.
But the issue with that is we have that kind of relationship. Like, I can talk to you and, like, I'm like, yo, I would never have a reason to block her. She's cool, she's solid, like, we're chill, we're good friends. And then, but you're not, like, date level for me. And that's not a shot against you, but, like, we're friends.
It's fine, whatever.
This nigga, yo, that was such a shot.
Do you not know how many times he takes shots at me? Call me. He be like, your head is so up your fucking ass.
Oh, yeah, I do that.
And I be sitting there like, what do you mean?
As she's pulling her head out of her ass.
I'm like, what do you mean? As I'm making a video for Instagram. What do you mean?
But no, like, I mean, in the sense of, like, it takes a while for you to realize who you're willing. You might find the coolest motherfucker on the planet, but you have to take time to realize, like, is that date level or is that friend level?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I can be serious with a lot of women, but that doesn't mean I'm dateable.
The
with
qualities you will look for in a wife, like what you look for in a wife, might not be what he looks for in a wife. Like, you know what I'm saying? What am I missing? You sipping your tea? What's
I was about to cut you out.
What I'm just saying though, like, cause you're talking about that, so I'm saying okay.
No, you're right.
Like about friends and then dating. Like, I feel like if this person has things that I'm looking for in a husband and he's showing that off break, okay. But if you're someone like, I have dated dudes that's been freaking high maintenance, that's like probably been like my level and more, you're not husband material for me. Yeah. At all. Then I dated some people that's like below it, and it's just like, you're not husband material because you don't have nothing I see to be husband material. Yeah. Like, so I feel like it all depends on what you look for in a wife. If you plan on getting married, do you plan on getting married? Okay. Cool.
I caught that. You fucker.
Eventually. But see, my because of my age and because I've always been the type of person. Shout out to me for being almost 30 and no kids. Like, I'm not smiting anybody that has kids under the age of 30. But today's climate, being 30 with no kids is a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, I tell people that all the time. Like, it's not like me, 27 with 2 kids. If you make it to 30 without having a kid, that is an accomplishment.
But I'm also a king of not being in very long relationships.
There we go. He probably would have had 10 kids by now. Knowing his ass. Shit.
I would have said 2.
2?
Yeah.
Who says I don't? Wait, I just said I don't.
I don't know. You probably do. They probably in Washington right now watching this podcast. That's my daddy.
Well, when YCC Entertainment gets that fucking child support collection, then maybe we'll have this conversation. But come for them, don't come for me. But holy fucking shit, I forgot where I was going.
I totally forgot too.
I don't even think you had like an end goal.
No, I did. I always have an end goal. I just don't remember what it was. I didn't see it. Cause like shit. But my biggest thing is I have to. I try to realize those things early on, like the issues within my relationship, and is that going to hold? Because I don't like to feel like I'm wasting time. But I also know I'm 30, and I know that with as much experience that I have, shout out to my exes, with as much experience that I have in all my relationships and the things that I see women doing in today's climate, shout out to Brittany Renner, it's... Oh, I have my smoke with Brittany Renner.
Okay.
Questions for later.
Okay.
But... no, it takes me longer for me. Like, I know I will never move in with a woman unless I date her for at least a year, which is hilarious because I've dwindled that down. I used to make a 2-year rule for that, or a 2-year rule for that. 2 years of moving in, and then like 3rd year we'll get married. But right now, with time speeding up on us,
I feel like everybody's different.
Agreed.
But you said the keyword experience. You had that experience already, so you kind of know. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like if someone comes into your life, you're like.
I think when you have a family, it speeds up the time pace. I think you're able to pick up on things faster.
Oh yeah,
like,
definitely.
If you have kids and now you have a nigga that you're introducing into your life, now you can figure out if this nigga's quality faster than somebody that doesn't have kids.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you bring them around your kids.
Definitely.
Like, my mother may not like you, but that's irrelevant.
That's irrelevant.
Because
if
I like you.
If I like you and if you have kids and my kids like
Yeah.
you, that's because we're building our
and that's
family.
the difference between you having kids and you and I having kids.
Right.
I have to grade you if I don't have kids.
Right.
But if you have kids, I have to grade you and my kids have to grade you.
Right. And then my kids gonna grade you.
Oh, that's for damn sure. Because those kids are wild.
My kids is not wild.
Javi is wild.
Javi, that's my wild child. I don't care. Shout out to my baby. That's my wild child. Layla's the one that's going to like judge. She's going to say, Mom,
Yeah.
I don't like how he dressed. You know what, baby? I don't like how he dressed too. Move on. My kids say she don't like how you dress, and I'm sorry, you can't fit in our family.
Damn.
Y'all need to be having the matching clothes.
Okay. Sorry, nah, we'll not do that. Nah. But yeah, definitely. But that's crazy because you just said it. Someone who has kids and you that don't have kids is different dynamics.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to dating.
It takes
lifestyle.
longer for me to realize than it would take you to realize.
Like my patience, I don't have, like, I need to see how you go. I need to see, because you're dating me, I'm a package deal.
Mm-hmm.
So I need to know how you are with you being a quote unquote stepdad. You know what I'm saying? I need to see how you are with kids. Do you even like kids? You can sit there and say, I like kids, but then I see you interact with my kids, I can know. I know.
Move a little, nigga. I'm playing the game.
No, I know. If I'm sitting there talking to you on the phone and you obviously hear my kids in the background and you don't even acknowledge them, like, or say anything, or I don't know, something.
No, I get it.
You already know off break, they're not there for you. They're there. They're not there for you and the kids at the package deal. They're there for just you single.
Yeah.
So it's just like, not good. Which I had experience with those, and that's why they got
snipped by the state.
Fuck off.
Wow. Nigga.
I don't even hear what he said. I just said fuck off. What he said?
No, we was talking about Brandon Moore and how this girl with 5 kids the state had to snip her because she was having too many kids on the welfare.
Bro, you know what? That's another conversation for another day.
The goddamn.
And damn people out here having so much damn kids to get that fucking Section 8 and everything and fucking food stamps. I want some food stamps. I want all that. If I have to go out and have 10 kids, fine. Look at these females got their legs
They
open.
win. Shout out to COVID for the unemployment checks. Shout out to the government for shutting that shit down.
You know what?
Honestly, though.
Okay.
All right, so going off of, I've said it before. Shout out to Ivan Preach. Those niggas are my niggas. I love those niggas. They were talking about they were reviewing a video of a woman watching a woman that was talking about how bad that men have it, and they would watch a woman that decided to be a lesbian for some time because she figured out that was the way for her to experience what men go through in dating relationships. And it's funny because she would put herself in the place where men, like, she would go out on a date with a woman, and now y'all are out on that date and y'all are trying to figure out who pays. And that's a conversation only 2 women can have. Trying to figure out who's paying for dinner. As a man, you know, if you say, hey, let's go out on a date, you gotta pay.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Actually, but okay, sorry. You want to finish what you're saying?
No, go ahead. Interrupt.
I saw this video. Sorry, I saw this video actually where I guess it was where he didn't say we're going on a date. Did you want to go on a date? Did you want to go out to eat or something like that in that nature? All he said was, did you want to go get food? So they're sitting there and got the check, and she expected him to pay for everything. He's like, I didn't say I'm going to take you on a date. I said, did you want to go get food? Mm-hmm. So it was like $20. Like her portion was like $20. So he's like sitting there like, this is all yours. This is $20. So she's like, so you're not going to pay for it? He's like, no, I didn't say I'm taking you out on a date. I didn't say I was going to take you out to get food. All I said is like, did you want to get food? So it was like a big thing saying that people was like, the most females was like saying like, he wrong because if you gonna tell me let's go get food, I expect you to pay.
And that's where they got niggas fucked up.
And that's where they have niggas fucked up.
But then again, we don't even know their situation. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's someone who I'm, talking to? Like, it's like, were they talking? Were they fuck buddies? Were they dating? Because if you're fuck buddies and you're going out like that, first of all, fuck buddies don't go out like
First
that.
of all, yeah, fuck buddies should not be going out.
We don't go out.
If you take your fuck buddy out on a date,
yes,
that's not your fuck buddy anymore. Y'all
exactly.
talking.
So it's like, but he made. Oh nah.
I made a mistake.
Oh nah. No, you must not learn what fuck buddy 101 is.
No. Fuck buddy 101 is you don't take your fuck buddy out in public. If y'all are out in public, it's never on some scheduled shit. Y'all are out because
she's out with her friend and he out with his friend, and we gonna say, hey, how you doing? And we gonna keep going.
Most of the time, if that's your fuck buddy, you're not gonna act like y'all fucking. So you're not even gonna be like, yo, what's up? If y'all got similar friends,
yes.
If your friends, if her friends are your friends, then you gonna say hi to her friends, and you gonna say hi to her in coalition of her friends.
Yes.
But you ain't gonna just walk up, say hi to her, and keep it moving. Nah.
Man, fuck buddy 101 is that's the text is like just when you come coming over at nighttime and shit like that, and you fuck. That's
the 1:30 hit up.
Yeah.
Like, hey, they just did last club. I'm about to get out here in a minute. What you doing? That's fuck buddy shit.
That's
brunch
shit.
Friends can't become fuck buddies because then you get the friendship intertwined with like everything else. It just fucks everything else up.
Facts. Fuck buddies should never be friends.
Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is.
To each his own.
But so with that being said, what I was just talking about is like, you know, like, I mean.
But how would you feel?
How would I feel?
Yeah. If he said, let's go get lunch. And
now, is this someone that I'm dating, talking to? What, like?
If y'all talking. It doesn't matter. Anything before y'all are boyfriend and girlfriend.
I would automatically think he's paying for it. That's just because he asked me to go out with him.
He asked you to get food, not going out. He said, do you want
No, that's what I'm saying. But for me, it's like.
So if you said, hey, let's go out and grab a drink. And then he expected you to pay for everything.
I'm gonna buy the first drink.
The first drink. But you're not going to pay for the whole night.
No.
But if he say, let's go out for a drink, you expect him to pay for only the first drink. No. Nigga.
But that's where what he said. He asked me, got niggas fucked up. Because I mean, it's just. Hey, you
and that's what women have niggas fucked up.
Let me drink. I'm saying too much. Let me drink.
You fucking enough all days of the week? Wow. You see what I did there, right?
Wow.
I'm just like, I'm glad I don't have to deal with this anymore.
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, it's a completely different conversation. And my thing is, I've taken you out and I bought your whole night. But yeah, I did. But that was we were celebrating.
Oh wait, yeah, you gotta put that disclaimer in there. I took you out. So much, you know, one of your little hoes might be sitting there. Oh my god, like you took her out. Like, hey, get the guys frames.
All my hoes know they better accomplish some shit before they get a whole night on me. Mm-hmm. Shout out to my exes. But it's hilarious because one of my hoes.
But it's gonna be
one of my exes don't accomplish shit.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
This is definitely a smoke episode.
Oh, there's always smoke.
Oh my god.
It just matter how big the fire is.
It's like, why me? Like, why do I have to be here doing this right now? Like.
But no, that was you had a big accomplishment. I was like, let's go out. We'll have some drinks.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm talking about all the other women that's in the bar.
Oh, was he? We was over there trying to figure out how old was these girls because I swear they was underage.
Because I was thinking about buying them drinks.
And I was like, no, they look like they like 19, 18. He's like, nah, they gonna da. And find out they was like, what, 22, 23?
Yeah, they was
something like that.
Older.
They was young.
Yeah.
But they was
Call
older.
of Duty mic warriors.
Whatever. But
they were old enough to be at the bar drinking.
Right.
So
based off your comment earlier, how hard guys have it.
We have it a lot harder.
I feel you guys do because if you take
rejection.
a girl... I don't even know that word in my
Exactly.
Not
Exactly.
to toot my own horn. Wait, let me disclaim that. I'm very humble, guys.
No, nobody bought that. Nobody fucking bought that just now. But nah, that's the one thing women don't understand. Women will say like if they go out, they have the nice outfit, they're all dolled up, and a guy doesn't hit on them, they will call him the idiot. Because they don't know what rejection feels like. Like, guys are weighing their options. They're like, yo, if you're that guy that just doesn't like feel like you get affected by rejection, like you walk up to a woman, you be like, hey, my name's blah, blah, blah. Nice to meet you. You're pretty. Would you like to go on a date? And she says, no. All right, cool. You're going to try the next girl because you don't care. You know, guys know that it's a 1 out of 10 game. You got to talk to 10 girls before you get a yes. The other 9 are 1 in 10 you know. Women don't know that. Women to be damned if they hit 2 no's.
Shit, let them get 1. Their whole night's fucked up.
Bruh. And they'll dog you out for that shit.
I have nothing to say because I'm saying this. I personally don't approach men.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
He bring up another topic.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good question though. Why?
I mean, I don't approach men. I just don't approach men. Like
Your ego's talking.
I don't approach men. I'm sorry. I don't approach men.
Get your head out of your ass.
I don't approach men. I don't. And
Nah,
out of my 27 years of life, I won't say never. I'm gonna say never because I'm not gonna be in that stage anymore. But I never got rejected. Even if
if you walked up to a guy you've never been rejected,
right?
It must be nice.
I mean, from what I experienced, like a lot of guys at a bar would just be like, their main first thing to me is like, "Damn, I thought you was stuck up as fuck." Like, they would just say that automatically.
Your face screams it.
Yeah, I mean, I get it all the time. I get it all the time.
Nigga, good?
Yeah, I'm good. I get it all the time, but it's like I be sitting there like, why? And they start talking to me. They say like I'm really like cool, chilled, whatever, and they're like, huh, like okay, like damn, she cool as shit. Like she don't seem like the stuck up bitch that's sitting right there at the bar that looks like if you don't come up here.
But would you get mad if you say? Do you get mad if somebody says, "Oh, you're not as stuck up as I thought you were gonna be"?
No, because I don't think I'm stuck up.
Oh, so you don't get mad if they assume that?
Mm-mm.
You'd be one of a kind.
I don't. I don't think that's a compliment. Being called stuck up.
Well,
that's like another.
No, it definitely wouldn't be a compliment.
Yeah, but so if someone be like,
it'd be an insult.
Yeah, someone like, oh, you're not as stuck up as I thought you would be. You're like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I'm like, I heard it ever since high school. I remember in middle school. No names. I remember in middle school, this dude literally did not like me because he said that I was stuck up. What dude in 8th grade is gonna say this? Like, I don't like her because she's stuck up.
I said that about most of the white women I knew in 8th grade.
But I'm not white. And then I was the new kid on the block. Like, I just moved here. I just moved to Virginia.
So it was that face.
I don't like Daisha because she's stuck up. Bitch, you don't even know me. Like, you don't fucking know me.
By the way, she's stuck and I got you like, bitch. Like,
with the head rotation and everything.
Bitch, like, oh my god. Like, and think about we went to high school together after that and everything. And after that, I just could never stand him until now. Like, till now, I still can't stand him. Like, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Because people gonna start putting 2 and 2 together and figure out who I'm talking about. So I'm just gonna leave that to there. Because they're probably all the dudes I went to middle school and high school with probably like, damn, she talking about me? She's like, I didn't call her that.
Oh, if you went to middle school and high school with her, I knew her in high school. Wait, was it middle school? I met you?
High school with Katie.
Okay. After this nigga said no names. But anyways, so yeah, it was early high school because it's just like a 2-year gap between our high schools, right?
Yeah, something like that. So, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was early high school for you, later high school for me.
Yeah,
but nonetheless,
definitely.
Yeah, no, if you went to high school with her, you think she's talking about you, nigga, you ain't the one. You ain't the one that's coming up right now.
Or is he? So no, that's after camera shit. Okay. I'm just gonna wave.
Episode. I'm glad I'm here.
But go ahead.
Reverse roles. Because there's
roles.
there's some shit that women can do that men can't do.
Right, which is...
And your sister,
Who?
Miss Riri.
Who? That's best friend. That ain't sis, that's best friend. Go ahead.
When Rihanna tweeted that shit, because they was talking about it on The Real with all them ignorant ass fucking females.
Oh, shit.
The most ignorant females.
Like
Those girls would say some shit that, I love Jenny and I love Adrian Bailey too. And I love Lori. I love Tia.
Tamara.
Is it Tamara?
I think it's Tamara.
You know what's funny about the sisters? The sisters?
Yeah.
They are reversed in real life.
Yeah.
Like Tamara is Tia in real life.
Yeah.
Because Tia was the smart, conservative.
Because something just came out about
one.
that. I think it's Tamara, but they was talking about how her and her husband gotta have they scheduled their sex, and there was like a big like thing about
that's some Tia shit.
Like
if you think about sister, Tia would have been the one to do that.
Yeah.
Tamara is the bitch that you like, yo, it's time to get out of this fucking club.
Yeah.
It's time to go, bitch. But
yeah,
no, like
Tamara's the one like they gotta schedule their sex.
Yeah. That's some shit you would have, if you watched Sister, you would have thought that Tia was the one that's gonna marry a white man and Tamara was gonna.
No, definitely, because you're right. Because afterward, I was so confused because if you watch Sisters, you would have thought that, and then it's opposite. Like, wait, she married? Or what?
Yeah.
I already knew she was gonna be married to a nigga. I already knew that.
Could you imagine those girls like that?
Okay, then I'm not talking
you
about
play me and I'll play you.
The sister I'm talking about is married to a black. The one they said is scheduled is married to the black one. So that's Tia then.
Yeah, Tia's married to a nigga.
Yeah, Tia's married to a nigga.
Okay, so I'm sorry. So
Tamara's the one that's married to the white man.
Okay, so
but if you think about the show,
it's switched.
Sister,
Tia was
the nerd.
Yes,
okay.
That they did the smart thing. I mean, like Tia was the one that Tia and her husband is the one that gotta do the scheduled sex.
Yeah.
Not me, honey.
I mean, they're both actors. So I mean, this girl was pretty busy.
No, that's what I'm saying. You think about their schedules? They're both actors. I'm sorry, fuck that. I couldn't do it. Ain't gonna be we good for 7 o'clock.
That's what quickies are good for.
But I don't know.
That's why quickies are essential to a relationship. Sometimes you gotta knock it out in the restaurant bathroom real fast. Mm-hmm. Or like you're a parent, so I know sometimes when the nuggets get thrown in the oven and you got 29 minutes till them bitches is done.
Nigga, not the nuggets.
Yo, if Paw Patrol's on in the living room and the nuggets are in the kitchen for 29 minutes and you know they're not about to go anywhere from Paw Patrol for at least 22 minutes.
You right.
I've been in a wedding with mothers.
You been a stepdad.
No.
Mm-hmm. He been a stepdad.
Nah.
Go ahead and talk about what you want to talk about.
Nah, I don't think I've had the proper influence on how to be a father. Shout out to my non-existent biological father.
I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, you got all the other ones.
Okay.
Nah. Shout out to my actual parental parent figures because they have taught me what it means to be a father. Which is why I don't play games with women that have kids. Or I play games with women that have kids. Don't get me wrong, because I ain't shit. But I don't play games with women including their kids. Mm-hmm. I play games with them when their kids ain't around. Because I'm respectful like that. But anyways, if Paw Patrol's on the living room and you just put the animal shaped chicken nuggets in the oven, you know you got at least 20 minutes to knock out one. This is the part where you disagree.
I was supposed to disagree.
Oh, were you?
I don't know.
Like, should I agree or not?
I'm not saying. I'm no comment.
So back to the original statement. Your sister posted some shit, and they talked about it on The Real, which was Rihanna posted. What was it? If we together and your ex dies, and you cry, you single.
She damn right. I better not see one drop of tear, nigga.
Huh?
You said, Daisha, my ex, she just passed away. She got in a car accident. She died. Bitch shouldn't have been driving.
Bruh, wait. 795 just left the building. What? That What is completely unacceptable? What if he had a long-term relationship?
I don't give a fuck. That's past.
Oh, obviously.
That's past. We'll go to a funeral and look.
You better smile.
And I'm back there. The same way I'm wearing my shades now. If I'm back there going, praise God. And everybody looked at me like, bitch, we're not. Oh, my bad. I forgot where I was at for a minute.
Oh my God.
May she rest in peace.
Now, if I left your ass for crying about your ex there, would I be wrong?
Yikes.
Woo.
I rest my case.
Okay.
That's that shit. That's that shit right there. When the roles are switched, the conversation is different. Because I'm not allowed to cry about my ex. It doesn't matter how long I've been with her. It doesn't matter how much of... Even if I had kids with her.
Oh.
You tell me I'm not allowed to cry because she
No,
did
if
it.
you have kids with her, that's
That's okay.
That's different.
So what if I had kids with her after... I dated her for 6 months and I had kids with her. But then I had another ex that I dated for 3 years.
Which one died?
Both of them. Which one am I allowed to cry to?
The one with the kids.
Yo, I only dated her for 6 months.
Oh, man, you got kids. The one for 3 years, she cheated on you. So
You can't make this shit up.
I mean, hey, what's it called? Gender roles switching. What?
But you allowed to cry about either or.
No, me personally. Okay, I don't even know me personally, because I'm trying to think if my ex were dead. I don't know where I'll be. I feel like part of me would be like,
Your exes are irrelevant unless the father of your kid.
Yeah. So it's kind of like, oh damn, fuck, like, you know, you know what? You know what? Let me take that back because I can't even comment on that right now because someone I know that passed away with the father. So I can't even comment on that. That's I take that back. That's really fucked up. I think if my son's father passed away, it'd be.
You'd be having an issue.
Yeah, I'll have an issue. Yeah. I mean, I didn't say my son's father, my daughter's father too.
And I would understand that.
Yeah.
Because I would allow you to cry, regardless of whether they were your ex or your baby
So
daddy.
you trying to say I wouldn't allow him to cry with his ex? I would allow him to cry.
You would just leave him
2
afterwards.
seconds. I wouldn't leave him. I wouldn't leave him. I'm very a loving person. I care. I would let him cry.
So you don't support what Rihanna said?
Look, best friend, if you're gonna watch this, I love you. I support you, but you are wrong. Now, what she did say though, I forgot. Never mind.
That was quote.
She did say something else though that I totally agree with. Oh, it was like, none of my exes are in a happy relationship, so wasn't me.
Facts. I agree with that 100%.
Do.
Not to say none of my exes are in happy relationships, but they aren't. Shout out to my exes. Actually, let me think about it. As far as I'm concerned, none of my exes are in happy relationships.
There's one.
Of my exes?
I'm pretty sure.
How do you know my exes that are in a happy relationship?
I'm just guessing.
None of my exes are in a happy relationship.
Oh, okay.
Nice try, though.
I'm just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt.
No,
Yeah,
stop.
get the benefit of the doubt.
Whose side are you on, nigga? Don't defend my exes.
I wasn't defending. I was just saying there might be one.
No, there isn't.
They probably are.
None of my exes are in a happy relationship.
Okay.
They're either single and sad or single and living their best life. But they're single. Except one of them. She's a prostitute now. I dated her a very long time ago. This is before that transformation.
Okay.
Yeah. It was not while she was one. It was she later became one.
Hey, no judge.
Cut that
no
part
judge.
Okay? I'm not going to, but shots. If you made it this far, then shout out to you. You deserve to hear that info. But anyways, going back to if you got kids, co-parenting. This is my favorite shit because people have co-parenting fucked up. I mean, I come from a background where I have a biological father and he ain't shit. But then I had a stepfather that turned around and made me say, oh, that's a father figure. And then things happened. And then I had a new stepfather. And then I looked at both of these niggas and said, oh, those are stepfathers. Even though I said like last episode that like I use niggas as a term of like ignorance or anything. No. Like my dads are, I respect them very much. I love them. I talk to them all the time. They aren't ignorant. So yeah, let me just throw it out there. But for the context of the conversation, I had to say those niggas. But those men, very respect worthy. I love them to death. And they show me what it means to be like have a father figure in your life. So I know that you can live in a different state. Your parents can live in different states and they can co-parent. But I have dumbass niggas that, or I know dumbass niggas that will think that you can't co-parent unless y'all live in the same house. Even if y'all together or not, you can't co-parent unless y'all in the same house.
I disagree.
I would hope so.
I 100% disagree. I co-parent with my daughter's father very well. Like, to be honest, I told his ass we need to start a YouTube channel based on our co-parenting. I mean, we're literally friends though. Like, me and my daughter's father are friends. We co-parent and stuff like that. Like, was it always like that? No. You know, the first couple years, most of her years, it was the whole BM drama. You know what I'm saying? But eventually it was like one of the things like, look, who's the one that's suffering? Not me, not you. Is our daughter. If she can't see both parents that can get along and be parents where she see, okay, my mom and dad is not together, but they come together for me. Yeah. You know, they can communicate for me. Like, so with that being said, now with my son's father, it's like we're trying to get to that co-parent situation, but it's like bitterness there. There's still bitterness there. So I feel for me with co-parenting I feel like co-parenting is so important if you're not with the mom or the dad, but you don't have to live together to co-parent at all. Like that's just, if you dating someone and that person has a kid and you like, and they're telling you, oh yeah, I still live with my baby dad or baby mom, don't believe that shit. Mm-hmm. They still fucking.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. They still fucking. Ain't no way. They're still fucking.
Facts. Because once the chicken nuggets are in the oven and Paw Patrol's on TV.
I mean, it's there. It's either it's vagina that you already used to, it's dick that you used to, that's sitting right there in front of you. Mm-hmm. Why do I need to go outside my house to get something where I know this one?
And even if I do go outside and I strike out, because men deal with rejection all the fucking time. Even if I go out,
if I go out to the bar, I'm trying to pick up some girl and I get rejected the whole night. Guess what?
I'm still going
home. I'm coming home to my baby mom that's sitting there with her bonnet on her head, with her granny panties on. I'm still gonna go in there and hit.
All right, you stretching with the granny panties.
No. I'm being so serious.
I'm behind the bonnet, but like
I'm being serious, but
you're right.
On a serious level, like it's something that you already know that's there. So
and you know how to text that ass.
Yeah, it's already there. So if you messing someone, dealing with someone that tells you to your face that, hey, I'm living with my son, daughter, whatever the case may be, girl, boy, they're full of shit.
And see, that's my thing is, a lot of people would think, especially a lot of niggas would think, because niggas are possessive as fuck and, you know, controlling unnecessarily.
100%.
And niggas will think that, all right, niggas will think that the only way that you can be a girl's best friend is if you keep her, not a girl's best friend, but if you keep like a woman as a friend, you have to keep her in close proximity. Because niggas don't know how to say, hey, I don't give a fuck how we feel about each other, but as long as we're around this kid, we are best fucking friends. Yeah. There's no question. No matter how I feel about you, no matter how you feel about me, when we're around the kid, you and I are the best of fucking friends.
Yeah, and
niggas don't think they can hold that energy unless they are in proximity of a woman.
Right, and then like I said, with me and my daughter's father, we haven't touched each other for 6 years. Mm-hmm. But it's like one of those things where it's like we're like that without our daughter being in the middle of us. Yeah. Like I could call him right now and I'll talk to him about shit and we'll talk on the phone for a whole hour about anything. He'll tell me about his personal life. I'll tell him about my personal life. But we're there as friends. Like he'll call me, baby mom, like I'm going through this and this. What should I do? Da-da-da. Well, you know you wrong of this. Da-da-da. I'll call him.
He said baby mom when he put it on.
I talk to baby mom. Like this. That's how we talk to each other. But the thing about it, we was never like that. So now that us being like that, people are like can't believe that. They will be like, there's no way Daisha and him is like that. Mm-hmm. They're still fucking. And I would say there's probably people close to him that still believe that. Mm-hmm. But I'm here to say it's not.
That's a shot.
It was a shot.
It definitely was a shot.
It was a shot.
Because we talk.
We talk.
And I know.
And you know. It's not. But I'm just saying though, but it's like what people need to understand is that when it involves kids, co-parenting is important. You should never step in between that. You should never not want that to happen. Now, I'm not saying they have to be best friends, but you guys should have a relationship, a co-parent relationship for the kid. Like, you have to have that. So it's just, that's how I feel. Like, I think co-parenting is very important. That's not something you should play with. Yeah,
and I don't give a fuck if you hate the other kid of your child. If you decided if that was your final decision, and if y'all were together, you would be completely fine with that person being the parent of your kid. You need to hold that same fucking energy whether y'all are together or not. That's my biggest fucking thing. And you know what? Shout out to my mother. Because if there was one thing my mother never did, she would never created an image for my non-existent biological father. Shout out to that nigga.
Right.
She never created an image. I had to make my own basis off of how I felt about that nigga before my mother said, yeah, you know, your whole life I kind of felt that way too. Like, it took to that.
Yeah, so. You have to, like, I mean, I deal with it with me. You know what I'm saying? I have a sperm donor. And then I have my dad.
Which is hilarious, because that's what I've been calling my non.
Yeah, I call my sperm donor. He only gave me my last name. That's it. But I had my dad that raised me ever since I was an infant, 3 months old. That's my dad. But it's one of those things where it's like, my mom did the same thing. She never put an image of him. She was just like, you know, I didn't meet my sperm donor until I was 10. So after that, but before that, she never talked about him. But even after that, she was like, I'm not going to sit there and put something in your head about him. You're going to figure out on your own. You need to create that image yourself. And it's the same thing with my kids. I'm not going to sit there and talk bad about their dads, even though we may have a good relationship one day, no good relationship the next week. They're going to figure out on their own when they get older, when they start talking to them more on their own. I'm not going to be the one to put that in their head. You know what I'm saying? That's their child. They're going to figure it out. And
it's better because when you're in that situation, and like, it took me till I was 16 to realize that my biological father just didn't give a shit.
Yeah, mine was 18.
And for me to realize that, it was crazy because my mother always gave me room to, like, do what you want. Not like, hey, you're going to fuck yourself, so go ahead. Right. Not like that kind of energy, but she's like, you want to talk to him? Go ahead. I'm not going to say shit to you. So it took for me to realize, like, I had to go back to my mother and be like, this nigga ain't shit. And she was like, yo, let me tell you.
Now she's ready. You open a can of worms now, honey.
Let me tell you, little nigga. So, co-parenting is, I think people misconstrue, like, the proper way to do it. And I think as far as the kids are concerned, y'all need to act like y'all best friends as far as the kids concerned. I never saw my mom. Granted, and the crazy part is, I shit on my biological father more than my mother has ever in my life. Yeah. And this podcast has been around for a year? Yeah. And I realized my biological father wasn't shit at 16, and then we started the podcast when I was 28. And I shit on this nigga more than my mother does. So that says something.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Put that bullshit aside.
Yeah, like, put whatever drama you guys have, put it to the side, because the kids, that's what they're gonna look at. Like, oh, my mom and dad can still get along with each other. They can sit here and be in the same household, knowing them two not together, but we come together for me type stuff. Like,
facts.
Like, that's all that matters in the end, personally. And there's nothing to say.
Yeah, so stop hating your baby moms and stop hating your baby daddies unless the motherfuckers are crazy. If the motherfuckers are crazy, then that's fine. But, like, if they're not crazy...
Move on. Stop being bitter.
Oh, yeah, that's also a big thing. Stop being bitter.
Stop being bitter.
The big thing is stop being fucking bitter. But, what episode are we on? 29. I was about to correct you last say 28, nigga, but no, 28 was last episode. That's your role. Machine. Nuts and bolts.
Nuts and bolts machine. Like I haven't been doing this since the beginning.
But for the episode 29 plug of the week, it's a dope track by IamYana.com. And of course, she will be in the SoundCloud playlist plug of the week. SoundCloud plug of the week playlist. That part. IamYana.com with the song Champagne. It's a dope one. Make sure you check it the fuck out.
It's been almost 2 days and I ain't the same. I've been playing this game, hoping I numb the pain. Open wounds, I'm ashamed, and there is no escape. I got monsters all in my closet, demons on my conscience. What's the best escape from drowning? I need a lifeline, so I'm calling. So I pour up my pain and I roll up my feelings, popping pills for these nightmares. I'm running from my fears, so I get this, go die, get lit, lay back. So tell me what you tryna do. I got a bottle and some pack you should roll through. Sippin', pour up, like that, are you like that? Sippin', pour up, like that, are you like that? Sippin', pour up, like that, are you like that? Are you like that? Champagne spilling, baby, we just getting started. Open up your mind and let me see just where your heart is. I know that we're doing wrong, but we already started. Hottest body going up, it's knowing that you're falling. Watch me as I watch you undress, moonless silhouette, dripping wet, breathing heavy cause I know what's next. Yes, our skin so innocent, forbidden fruit but sweet as sin. I give in to temptation, cause I don't wanna keep you waiting. I just wanna touch, I just wanna taste, pretty round brown with a little waist. Got a lot of attitude, I like that. Tryna change your mood, don't fight back. Unless you like that. But I'm gentle. Am I too much for your mental? Champagne spilling, baby, we just getting started. Open up your mind and let me see just where your heart is. I know that we're doing wrong, but we already started. Hottest body going up, it's knowing that you're falling. Champagne spilling, baby, we just getting started. Open up your mind and let me see just where your heart is. I know that we're doing wrong, but we already started. Hottest body going up, it's knowing that you're falling.
Another dope ass track by IamYana.com, and she will be included, like I said, in the SoundCloud playlist. Make sure you check her out. That song is dope as fuck. It's Champagne, and make sure you check it out. Pretty much it for all I got. You got any positive notes? Anything else you want to leave out before we get out of here?
I just want to say, me personally, I'm all big on mental health, so I just am a big advocate on mental health and always treat people with some type of respect and dignity because you don't know what they're going through. So that's my thing.
This nigga.
No, but also serious, like mental health.
Facts.
I feel like if you're dealing with anything regarding mental health, you should either seek help or just try to do something to overcome it. I know a lot of people who have lost their lives to mental health, and I personally was a victim of mental health. So anytime I get to talk about it, I just want to say, just do that. It's okay to seek help. You don't look like you're weak. You don't look like anything. Just do what this time right now with the whole social media stuff, Corona and everything. Just try to take your mental health serious, and it's not always about what it appears to be.
Facts.
So
I agree. Piggybacking off of what she said.
And shout out to my kids, Javi and Layla.
All right.
That's my babies.
Piggybacking off of what she said, I've said it again and I'll say it again. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You good?
Yep.
You sure?
Yep.
All right. I said it before and I'll say it again. Seeking help is completely okay. I posted many a times on both my personal and the podcast social media that I've suffered from anxiety and depression, and I've sought help about it, and I've well resolved my issues in a sense. They're always something that's going to stick around, but it's something I had to work on. So my podcast is my platform for me to push out my agenda and make me feel better. It's a way of expressing myself. So I always say it's not always about just crying. Sometimes it's about just expressing yourself. And if you have to do it through a different platform than just, sitting in the corner of your room crying, then by all means find your avenue. Mm-hmm. So, but for all my millennials, being your age is a sin, and no one wants to hear your woes. And to everybody else, this has been another episode of the Addison's Woes podcast. Peace!